What is up, my fellow UFC addicts? It is Max with the Parlay Princes. We're back. It's Monday. It's fight week for UFC 311. I'm going to drop a prediction video again. I already did one. I'm dropping a revamped one on Tuesday, which is tomorrow. So if you're seeing this on Wednesday, check out my Tuesday post. But we are going to talk today about Donald Cerrone's steroid vacation. This is not to bash Cerrone. I'm going to be honest, after doing a whole bunch of research, I kind of want to get on TRT myself. I'm going to be juiced to the Gillingtons. So this is not to bash Donald Cerrone. I love Donald Cerrone. But this is just to talk about what he's been doing. We're going to talk about what TRT is, the plus sides to it. We're going to talk about how Cerrone's been talking about it as he's been on it. And then we're going to talk about the downsides too of getting off TRT. So let's dive in, guys. Like, subscribe, comment. Appreciate you for running the channel up so far. Let's get to it. This first video is from a random individual talking about TRT. Let's see what he says.
What you're doing with TRT, what you're doing with HRT is you're just putting your hormones back to where they were if you were not injured, if you didn't have some sort of issue. So this is not steroids. This is not like you're not running you're not running a Liver King anabolic stack. All right. You are literally just putting things back to optimal health ranges of where you're supposed to be.
All right, so the issue with TRT is it's one of those things on the internet where you could look it up 10 times and you'll be 50-50 split on if it's a steroid or not. With my research, the betting odds for this being a steroid is like minus 300. So lock it in, boys. Bet the house. Let's watch some other videos explaining TRT real quick, just so we can get a better understanding.
Because TRT is taking testosterone, which is considered a steroid, but the purpose of TRT is to get your natural levels, no more, no less. Just a normal, healthy range so that you feel your best, you perform your best, and your body is healthy.
All right, so I hope that helped a little bit. Again, one guy said it is a steroid, the other guy says it isn't, but you're putting something in your body to make the levels perfect. So, you know, we know steroids as you go to the guy in the gym, he fucking stabs a needle in your butthole and then you're roided up. That's not what this is. This is a more professional way of doing it through a doctor, but you are technically still adding a substance to your body to perform and enhance it. So in my eyes, this would be considered a steroid. Let's dive in some more.
I feel freaking fabulous week one. And the next week I feel like crap. Yes, because the half-life is about a 3 to 4 day process with testosterone cypionate. So yeah, you're feeling great that first week, and then you're down in the dumps.
Big issue here, guys. Big issue. When you're on it, you're lit. When you're not on it, it's a downhill roller coaster. So we are going to talk about that as well. Dana had some words of advice for Donald Cerrone. Let's actually watch that clip now. Why not?
Told Dana, I want to come back and fight. Like, let's say I want to go fight again. He's like, Cowboy, you feel great. You're on all the shit. Come off it for 6 months. Let me know how you feel. And I'm like, I'm not doing that. You know what I mean? So you just don't, I feel so good.
So that clip was from 2 years ago. Keep that in mind. But again, like, Dana knows what's up. He's like, you feel great. You're ready to fight. You're juiced up. You're feeling extravagant. But you got to pass some, not USADA, but you have to go in the drug testing pool. So fade Donald Cerrone. I don't know what else to say here. Like, this guy is super confident when he's on TRT. What's going to happen when he's not? Again, these clips were from 2 years ago, so this is not right now. But let's dive into some more on the clips from Steve-O's podcast.
Told me, he said, man, you wait till you see Cowboy. He's jacked now, man. Like, he got on TRT and he's jacked. Like,
I could be more jacked if I actually worked out, but the good thing about steroids is, which is why I know why they're illegal in all major sports, because I feel so good.
So again, Cerrone knows what's up, Steve-O knows what's up, and after a quick cycle from Cerrone, he completely understands it. The other interesting thing I found out about TRT is you don't have to work out. Apparently, you can just sit on the couch and just not do anything, and you're still going to get jacked as shit.
Had I went in there and lifted and worked out, I probably would be just shredded, looking like the insane bodybuilder, but I don't do anything.
You still get ripped.
Oh, yeah, I'm like ripped up, leaned up, like you feel good, and now I understand why.
Right.
They're like, oh, yeah, that's a performance enhancing drug. It's a sitting on your ass enhancing drug. Like, I don't do anything. You know what I'm saying?
And there you go. I spoke the words into existence there. He uses the word steroids openly, so to say it's not a steroid, we have to X that out. As well as, like I said, it's a sitting on the couch drug, and he has no desire to get off of it. So I find it very interesting he's ready to get off of it. Again, these clips were from 2 years ago. He said, there's no way I'm getting off this shit. And now he's ready to fight again, so we'll see the outcome. Let's dive into some more clips, boys.
So after the UFC, I said, I'm coming back, Swole Nation.
All right, well, there you go. I spoke that one into existence, too. He basically had this planned out where as soon as I leave the UFC, as soon as I leave USADA, that's another topic. Now that USADA's gone, Cowboy's ready to fight again. The USADA thing is such a gray area. Like, I don't know who's testing the UFC fighters now, but apparently, rumor has it, it's way easier to get roided up now. So I find it interesting he's coming back now, but I can't confirm or deny that he's going to be juiced up when he's fighting.
The guy at the gym and the guy standing behind Walmart, yeah, they can sell you pretty much anything nowadays, but getting the right stuff to the levels to meet your goals, you need a professional.
Again, guys, like we said, it's a professional steroid. This is the rich man's drug. This isn't your guy Ricky Shmoney in the back just injecting you with some random liquid. This is done through trained professionals, which is good. I respect it. Again, I'm thinking about the TRT now, but for a professional fighter that's entering a drug pool, interesting stuff.
I was 175 pounds pretty much my entire UFC career. I'm now 220, and I'm starting to really shred up and put on a lot of muscle mass, and you can really tell. I mean, just over the last few videos, I've had people like, wow, you're a lot bigger, and well, yeah, I'm on the good shit.
He's on the good shit. Gotta love it, guys. Gotta love the honesty. 170 to 225 is absolutely insane. I'm 205, complete fat. So for him to be 15 pounds heavier than me with muscle is pretty nuts. And it looks like these are more current videos, so it looks like he's training. You know, the old videos he was with Steve-O, he's just like, bro, I'm not moving, I'm just juicing, and we're just on a little roid vacation. But now it seems like he's in there training, lifting, and all that. So I wonder what happens. Like, when he's off the TRT, does he shrivel up into like a nobody, or is this like demon time? So it's going to be interesting to see Cerrone's comeback. Let's dive in. This is an interesting clip from the Joe Rogan podcast. I believe Joey was getting at Joe Rogan for beating his fellow friends in like a fitness contest. And Joey's like, bro, you're on TRT. So they talk about it a little bit in this podcast. Let's see what they have to say.
I'm like, one day like that will separate me from the pack. Just one day. Just put fear.
I gotta ask you something.
Fear in their heart.
Let me just ask you something. Just to be fair to everybody here. What about some of the stuff you do? Doesn't that kind of...
You mean like testosterone?
Yeah.
100% helps. I told them too. I told them this is a fucking...
You should have made them shoot shit. All those motherfuckers.
I gave them my doctor's information.
Yeah, but the testosterone...
It helps.
I gotta get USADA on this.
Oh, yeah, you should. I'm failing all those tests. Yeah, testosterone replacement therapy, hormone replacement therapy. I started doing all that when I was 40. So that's their age. Yeah, it makes a big difference.
Makes a big difference.
There you go, lay it out. It's like written in stone. You can't pass USADA with this TRT. So again, either Cerrone is getting off this shit clean, or he knows that USADA's out of here and it's time to fight juiced. Let's keep it going.
They have money, they're doing it. It makes you feel better. It just does. And if you don't want to do it, that's fine. There's ways of elevating your testosterone natural. They just don't work as well.
And we spoke about this already. This is a quicker way to fix your testosterone levels, but you also don't have to work out. So it's like the greatest thing ever created, and it's legal. It's not legal to fight with, but it's legal to buy and go to your doctor for. Let's keep it going with some Jim Miller talk. Jim Miller talks a little bit about... This is where I got the word from. He said steroid vacation. I thought that was very funny. So shout out Jim Miller for that. Let's dive into some Jim Miller talk.
I'm not a very big fan of the whole like steroid vacation thing. You know, like what are we doing? I don't really believe in it. But the fact that he was very, very open with his use of performance enhancers, and the way that his a majority of his last fights went. I mean, he got knocked out quite a few times, and that's that's not healing from going on a little TRT or whatever.
So good points from Jim Miller. He's the first one to say steroid vacation. You got to love it. And is it something that Cerrone is trying to fix from his past and thinking that he can come back? Like, I wonder if he literally was just like, I'm done, let me just retire and just get roided up, or if this was a whole plan, like, let me get roided up for 2 years and then come back. That is kind of the issue here, and that's where some fighters might get a little pissed off, because if it's the one thing where he retired, he's done, but now he kind of wants to come back to finish the 2 fights, it's one thing. But if this was the plan from the beginning, let me retire, go on a roid vacation, and then come back just juiced up, especially now that USADA's gone, that's where we have a slight issue. Let's keep it moving. I think we have a Guru clip next. Let's see.
No one wants a roided Cerrone return. True that, fam. I do. I kind of want to see him roided up just to expose that USADA's a fucking sham, and UFC testing in general is an absolute sham.
Boom! Shots fired at USADA. Yes, that's the problem here, guys. That's the little issue I'm having. Are we seeing Cerrone juiced, or did he just go on a little juicer and now he's back all natural? I guess time will only tell. I wonder who he fights next. I wonder what weight division. But guys, let me know in the comments. Do you want to see Cerrone back, roided or natural? Be honest. I won't get mad at you. Like, subscribe, comment. We'll be back, boys. Peace.